Bonjour water signs and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your oracle messages for the month of August, so I hope you are all doing well. I'm going to be using 4 different oracle decks and they will be linked in the description box below if you are interested in them or getting them for yourselves. So, as always, please remember, those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody, so take what applies to your situation and just discard the rest. So, what do we have for my water signs querents, please? What do they need to hear for the month of August? So your first message is present. May you sense each shiver of the surf. And your second message is courageous. May each breaking wave build your courage. Okay, so the message I'm getting right now for you is that you may not be grounded in the present at the moment because something is worrying you. Some of you may be experiencing difficulties facing up to a situation, so it could be anything. It could be problems at work, it could be problems at home, difficulties in a relationship, difficulties paying the bills. Obviously take what resonates, but the advice of your spirit team is to really practice mindfulness, be there in the present, because when we experience even difficult times, this is when we learn, this is when we grow. And it's very important that you do not put yourself in some kind of a bubble, you know, where you either reminisce in the past or throw yourself towards the future, because you may miss, you know, the lessons that you need to learn. So it's very important to ground yourself, and there are many meditations, yoga practices, healing sounds that you can just type into YouTube, whatever works for you, you know, to help with your root chakra for grounding. And also, any work you do on your root chakra, whether you choose to do it through yoga practices, through healing sounds or meditation, will help you with tapping into your courage, because the root chakra is also the center of your safety, you know, like your instinct and how safe you feel in the world. And so your spirit team is also saying to you, be brave, be courageous, because yes, we're acknowledging this is difficult, and you can see it from the pictures, you know, the swirls, the waves, and you may feel like you're being battered right now, but there is a point to this. I always say to people, you know, it happens for you, not to you, and it's often very difficult to see this when it's actually happening. I'm not disputing this, but I'm just saying, you know, if you're feeling like, I have not seen the end of this, you know, problem after problem, just keep this in mind. You know, it's happening for a reason. I will see the point of this later on. And so, you know, this is really your spirit team just saying to you, hey, we know it's difficult right now, but ground yourself and you're going to grow stronger from this, is what I'm hearing. So I'm now going to grab my Animal Spirit Guides deck and see which animals want to talk to you. So which animals need to deliver a message to my water sign querents, please, for August? So the first animal that wants to come forward for you is the spider. Now this is interesting because the fire signs got the spider as their first animal too. So trust the creative spark you are feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. And the second animal that wants to come forward is the condor. You are too enmeshed in this situation. So step back, see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. So you see, I need to talk about the condor first, because this is directly linked to the two previous messages of, you know, at the moment you may feel like it's very hard, you don't see the light at the end of a tunnel, you feel battered, and this is really saying to you, do what, you know, like condors, eagles do. They have incredible vision and they can see from far above even the tiniest of details. And so this is a message to say, hey, take a step back, withdraw yourself from the situation and try and see why this is happening. Why do you have this challenge right now? You know, as I was explaining, it's happening for you. So instead of allowing your emotions to overwhelm you, which is the message I'm seeing in those waves, you know, like you being completely drowned in your emotions, and I know you are water signs, so you know this is your element. But instead of being led by those overwhelming emotions, you know, take the time to step out of it and look at the bigger picture. Why is this happening? And if I make this decision, what will be the effect longer term, or you know, on other people as well? Is what I'm hearing. So that's that message with the condor. The other message is the spider, which is to do with you being somebody who could be a leader, who could really inspire people and share your wisdom. I always say, you know, those moments are so difficult for us. They happen to us because we are strong, and it's making us even stronger. And through those moments, we gain so much wisdom and knowledge. And the spider is saying, you know, the web, everyone is connected. It's like that connection to source is saying, you know, if you experience the desire out of nowhere to share this in a way that you may not have considered before. So for instance, it talks here about writing stories, but it could be just sharing it through a blog or a vlog on YouTube even, you know. For some of you, you may feel the call of becoming a life coach or a counselor. You could be a teacher who could help students who are in difficulties, you know, with difficult backgrounds, whatever the case may be. This is saying that now is a good time for it, you know, that you have the talent for it, and that maybe all of those difficulties you've experienced were a build-up for you to get to that, which is why you may not see this initially, but if you take a step back and you look at the bigger picture, you may see the connection. And obviously in August, if you see condors or spiders, you know that this is those animal spirit guides trying to remind you of their messages for you. So I'm now going to grab my unicorn deck and see what messages the unicorns have for you. Okay. So the first message is healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. You see, this is what I was telling you with the fact that there is something in you that, or about you, you know, that's inspiring, that you could be the light for so many people. And now you've got confirmation of this with people saying, spirits saying, sorry, you know, that you need to have faith in your abilities. And, you know, when you're being challenged here, and for some of you, this is a special message, so I will share it. But for some of you, if you've been trying to go down the route of healing as a career, you know, to pursue it, and it's difficult because it's not working out or you can't make money out of it, this is saying do not give up, because this is your life purpose. This is the right path for you. You just need to push forward. You know, it's often very said that people who are the best healers are the ones who have been hurt the most, the ones who have been tried the hardest by life, because they understand what people go through. It really develops your empathy, because if you've been through it, it's easier to support somebody because you really truly understand, you've experienced it. But this is your spirit team saying this is, you know, your gift. You came to this earth with the gift of healing people, and you need to share it, even though you may right now be riddled with doubts. And your second message is flow, which is very interesting word for you water signs, and the water, you know, I find that very interesting. And it actually looks kind of watery around it, even though it's green. So flow, find an easier path forwards. Surrender the outcome, release your expectations. You see, this is what I was saying. If you've been trying to do something related to healing, counseling people, and you've been hitting a brick wall, this is saying that there's another way. That you just need to, okay, they always say, you know, manifestation. Ask for it, visualize it, feel like you already have it, and then release it. Don't obsess over it. So that's what they mean when they say surrender the outcome. Just let it go with the flow, and you know, you will be successful this way. And release expectations, because the outcome may be different from what you envisaged, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to make you happy. It's your spirit team working in the background, lining things up for you, and making sure that you are on the right track. And I know it's easier said than done to say, you know, surrender the outcome, release the expectations, because we all have expectations. But just go with the flow and know that, trust that your spirit team is working for your highest good. And, you know, trust your abilities, never doubt that you are somebody who can really be a light and counsel for people and heal people and help them. So I'm going to grab a card from this deck. So you're going to get either a goddess, a god, or a guardian. And I will read from the booklet so that you may get all of the wisdom from the message. So which goddess, god, or guardian wants to come forward for my water signs, please? And you see with the spider, it was saying, you know, maybe there's a creative way you could share your knowledge, help people and support people, and that may be why you're hitting a brick wall right now, because you're not seeing it. So yeah, you've got the bigger picture. There's something there, right there for you, and it's going to get revealed. Alright, let's see who we have for you. So we have a goddess. You've got Athena, wise decision. Let me show you the artwork so you can see her with the owl. I'm going to grab the booklet to talk to you about her message for you. Okay. Make a decision and trust it. You see, again, that word comes back. Have faith in your abilities. Trust yourself. The situation calls for clarity and wise counsel. Perhaps you've been listening to multiple opinions, conflicting information, or vague theories, ignoring your own inner wisdom. You are languishing in confusion and inaction. Self-doubt is weakening your energy field, yet Athena is here to help you act with decisiveness and purpose. With a gleaming sword of clarity, the goddess of wisdom lights up your spine and chakra points. She says, allow the energy from my sword to clear away unnecessary information or anything that's clouding your ability to think practically and wisely. Seek professional guidance and do research if necessary. Educate yourself about the matter at hand, as you don't yet have enough knowledge or understanding about it. That's the reference to the condor, you know, taking a step back to see the bigger picture. Lifelong learning is the key to true wisdom. Only the foolish think they have nothing left to learn. You can be an ambassador of education and keep gaining new skills until your last breath on the planet. I will help you to make an informed decision, and once you do that, the way ahead will become miraculously clear. You will feel calmer, more energized, and fully empowered. Now, the additional meaning of these cards are a fruitful path in education, so study, research, or teaching is opening up for you, which may be the creative way that you didn't think of. A legal matter is divinely supported. And the final message is learn a new craft or trade. And again, this is, thinking out of the box, looking at the situation from a different angle. So your mantra with this card is, Athena, guide me with your practical wisdom. Help me be focused and clear. Athena, guide me with your practical wisdom. Help me be focused and clear. So I hope you've enjoyed your oracle messages. If you enjoyed this kind of format for reading, or if you found this message helpful, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.